Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel on human design. I'm Pragya, and in today's video, I wanted to talk about a topic that I think is quite widely misunderstood. The world that we live in teaches us that we can imagine the kind of life that we want, we can imagine the kind of luxuries that we want, the kind of comfort that we want in our life. And because it's something that we can imagine in our mind, that it is something that we can experience in our physical reality. Every single one of us at some point of time has tried to mentally create a vision board or visualize the kind of life that we think is going to be fulfilling to us. However, the reality never quite matches, and it doesn't quite match because if we technically look at what it means to be a nine centered human being, manifestation is a very, very different energetic process that has nothing to do with the mind. And so that's what we're going to look at in today's video. We're going to try to understand what manifestation technically, mechanically is, and why we're all being sold this mental idea of manifestation that doesn't actually quite work. Mechanically speaking, manifestation is the responsibility of the manifestor type. And the manifestor type, by definition, does not have their sacral defined and has a motor to throat connection. Now, let's think about what that truly means. Manifestation is the process of a motor releasing energy that travels to the throat and is expressed through the throat in words or actions. So, manifestation, technically speaking, is a energy metamorphosis process. It is a process of energy being released in a certain form and expressing itself in another form through the throat. So you see that manifesting is a purely energetic process that does not involve the mind. It is not like the manifestors can think to themselves, this is what I want to create in the world and make that happen. At least not in a way that they feel fulfilled, right? So manifesting is a process, is an energetic metamorphosis process, is an energetic transformative process in which technically the mind has no role to play whatsoever. And when we understand this, we understand that manifestors too have no choice but to surrender to their design. They have no choice but to surrender to the release of energy which they cannot control and the expression of that energy out in the world, which is also something that they cannot mentally control. The three pure manifesting channels are the channel of transitoriness from the solar plexus to the throat, the channel of openness from the solar plexus to the throat, and the channel of money from the ego center to the throat. This reveals to us that pure manifesting is either the emotional expression of energy or the ego expression of energy. In other words, manifestors can manifest emotional energy into expression and action or manifest willpower into expression or action. A completely different way of articulating this would be manifestors can manifest their emotional desires. Manifestors can manifest individual passion, and manifestors can manifest support into the world when they are being themselves. And manifestation is not just limited to these three channels, because when we technically look at the definition of a manifester, all it says is we don't have a defined sacral and we have a motor to throat connection. So we have manifestors that have their root connected to the throat via the spleen center. Sometimes we also have the ego center connected to the throat through the G center, or sometimes we even have the emotional center connected to the throat through the ego and through the G center. So, manifesting is actually quite a nuanced, energetic process. But what is entirely clear from looking at the mechanics of manifestation is that manifestation is a purely energetic process that may or may not involve some awareness. However, even if the manifestation is happening through the spleen center, this is physical awareness and has nothing to do with the mind. Manifestation in a nine centered being does not involve the mind whatsoever. It does not involve calculating what happened in the past. It does not involve measuring what can potentially happen in the future. It is not a mental process. It is a purely energetic metamorphosis process of energy evolving into something entirely different that is expressed as impact in the physical world. Well, if this is what manifestation is, then why are we all running around trying to mentally manifest our ideal life? Well, it's because of the history of human evolution of awareness. Before 1781, human beings were actually seven centered beings that had purely strategic awareness. Our ancestors did not exactly have the genetic capacity that we do as nine centered Homo sapiens intransitus, that we do as Uranian beings. Our ancestors were Saturnian beings and had a completely different life process and also a completely different purpose when it comes to the development of human awareness. The first thing to understand here is that the seven centered human being had a unidirectional movement of life force energy from the root center all the way up to the ajna. In other words, all life force was ultimately expressed through mental conceptualization. In other words, for the seven centered Homo sapien, inner authority and outer authority resided in the mind itself. And we know that this is not true for us Homo sapiens intransitus. This is not true for us nine centered beings. Not only do we not have a unidirectional flow of life force from the root to the ajna, in a Homo sapien intransitus, all roads lead to the throat, not the mind. And the way that they lead to the throat is in a multi directional way. In other words, for a nine centered human being, decision making is not a mental process. The mind still exists. The mind is still connected to the throat. However, its use is entirely different. Another important thing to remember here is that the seven centered beings, our ancestors, were designed to have a purely strategic awareness. In other words, they were designed to master their sense of smell, taste, and outer vision in order to take advantage of the world that they lived in. Now, this isn't true for us nine centered beings because we are not here purely for strategic awareness. In fact, all of us have different combinations of strategic and receptive awareness. In other words, the point of our existence or our role in the larger evolution of human awareness is not to use the mind in order to take advantage of the world, but actually to be able to express our unique awareness in the world. Our survival is no longer dependent on our mind and its assessment of how to take advantage of the world. Our forms have evolved enough in order to have inner authority that can guide our survival in the world. Whereas now the mind has taken a whole new role, which is that of expression of our unique self reflected consciousness. In other words, in nine centered beings, the mind is designed to be a passenger that can share its unique journey of life with others. It is no longer here to be able to make mental decisions, and therefore, manifesting with the mind does not work for us nine centered human beings. Manifestation from the mind for us nine centered Homo sapiens intransitors is nothing but us trying to devolve and go back to a state of awareness in which our ancestors lived. A true, embodied, empowered, nine centered being understands that you cannot mentally create a fulfilling life, but that you can only allow it to exist through you, and that you can only witness it as it comes and lives through you. A fulfilling life is not something that we are here to create. A fulfilling life is something that we are here to experience when we surrender to our very nature and trust in our body's inherent intelligence. And who knows, maybe in that process, our minds can be put to great use and actually empower others in being themselves, or actually empower others in understanding an entirely unique perspective that they would have never grasped on their own. This brings us to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed this one, and comment down below your thoughts or anything that came up inside you as you were listening to this video. Also, comment down below any suggestions you have of what videos I should make next. It's always inspiring to get questions. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to my channel. I intend to make loads more videos and share my understanding of life and the human design system. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.